Okay, so hello, my name is Brittany. This is probably going to be the only time I ever say my name on this channel. So, hey, what's up? Welcome to this brand new YouTube channel that I decided to start like at the beginning of this year, and I'm just now getting around to creating content for. So, this is going to be a booktube channel. Because I am new to this community, I thought that it would be fun for me to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. Tags are really easy content to create. I have other ideas, but I'm a graduate student, so we're gonna work with what's easy for right now until I get into the swing of my classes. So let's just jump into this Booktube Newbie Tag. So the first question is, got my laptop here. That's why you will see me look down to read the questions so that I can make sure that I cover them all. First question, why did you start this channel? So I currently have a blog, and on that blog lives all of my book reviews. I started the blog at the beginning of this year to write the reviews for all of the books that I am reading this year. But because there is other content that I want to create that actually is better suited for a video style format, I decided to start the YouTube channel in addition to the blog. Second question is, what are some fun or unique things you can bring to BookTube? All right, so I've seen some channels that do like bookish experiments, and I like that idea. I have some ideas of my own bookish experiments that I'm hoping to implement into this channel. Otherwise, I just would like hope for you to expect some like honest and funny opinions on things that I read, because I'm an adult, like I'm almost 30 years old. I'm an adult who reads a lot of young adult literature. And I have some really funny thoughts on some of the things that I read. So I hope that that is something that you all would find interesting. Okay, third question. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I think what I'm most excited about is to be on a platform where I can talk about books with people who are just as excited about books as me, because a lot of times when I'm trying to talk to people about books, they just don't care as much as me. They're not as passionate about it as me. And they're just like, okay, Brittany, that's enough. Like, we can talk about something else. And I'm like, no, we need to talk about all of these books that I've read. Yeah, so I just am excited to share my passion with other people who are passionate about the same thing as me. Question 4 is, why do you love reading? Honesty, upfront, and straight from the start. I have some mental health issues, and reading is a form of care for those mental health issues. Also, like, I just find it to be something that is relaxing to do before I go to bed. It helps me get better sleep than if I were to just sit here and watch TV before I go to bed. And it just really honestly is something that makes me so happy. So yeah, also, you know, like, I love reading so much that I decided to major in it. I have a bachelor's degree in English. I am studying in grad school to be a librarian. So like, I just want to pass on my love of reading to everybody else. Next question is, what questions? Nope, that's question 6. Question 5 is, what book or series really got you into reading? I was one of the kids who could read when I went to kindergarten because my dad used to take me to the library and we would check out books, and like I wouldn't say like I could read chapter books or anything like that, but I could read like those basic little kid books before I got to kindergarten. But the first real books that I remember reading that were chapter books were like Junie B. Jones, The Adventures of the Bailey School Kids. There are a ton of books that I can remember like really diving into on my own when I was in like 1st or 2nd grade. But honestly, what really hooked me into reading and turned me into a lifetime reader was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I read when I was 10 years old. Number 6. Now it's time for question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Questions that I would ask my favorite booktubers are directly addressed to Jessie the Reader and Caleb from Insane Reader. I know that they are both writers, and I am not a very good creative writer, as my creative writing class showed. I just would really like to ask them how they draw inspiration for their writing, because it's not something that I'm good at. I'm so curious about it. I know that like people like Stephen King say that you should read often to develop your own ideas, but I just feel like I don't have any original ideas. So that is what I would ask those two YouTubers, booktubers in particular. Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? I was thinking about this a lot because I know that hate is a big part of being on the internet, but from what I've gathered from my blog, there aren't really that many hateful people in the like bookish community. What I'm more worried about for this channel is time management. I've said before, like a few times before, I am a graduate student. I did not tell you all that I am also a full-time employee. I also have 2 children and I'm married. So time management is going to be a crucial part of this channel for me. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to film. I don't know how I'm gonna have time to run this channel, but like I need to have other creative outlets than just my blog. So moving on away from this question. When did you start reading? Like I said, I learned to read before I was in kindergarten. Really started to read to myself when I was around 6 years old. Honestly, like my real start to reading was when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. I remember in elementary school, we would have like reading logs where we would keep track of our reading. I think that they expected us to read for about a half an hour every night. But me, I would do all of my homework and then do my reading for fun, and it would be like hours of reading. My mom would have to come in and tell me to like turn the lights off and go to bed. Basically, I've been reading for as long as I can remember, and that's that. Number 9 is where do you read? I largely read in my bed because I read a lot before I go to sleep. Also, I read in my bed because this room that I'm filming in is attached to my living room. There's a sofa right over there that I could very well sit on and read every night, you know, before I go to bed. But right behind these bookshelves is my television. My husband plays video games over there. He's very loud. I get distracted, so I have to go upstairs, shut the door so that it's quiet, and read there. Also, if he's not home, I will read on that sofa. I have a sofa in my bedroom that I will read on, or I'll read in my living room. I read a lot at work because sometimes we have downtime, and before I was enrolled in school, I would bring my Kindle and just like read because we're not doing anything. I've done all of my work, I've done all that I can do, and like my boss is cool like that. I can read while I'm at work as long as my work is done. Last question, question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? And the answer to that is fantasy. I read a ton of fantasy books. I dabble in other genres, but like I'm a fantasy queen. Also, I am one of the few people who you might find who like contemporary novels. I like romance novels, but largely, like I said, fantasy. That is it for this Booktube Newbie Tag. I'm gonna have to go and edit this video now, which is gonna be fun. I haven't edited in a long time. For now though, you can follow me on my blog. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm not really active anywhere else. I'm hardly ever active on Twitter, but like follow me if you want random thoughts on crap. And you can subscribe to this channel so that you know when I post my videos. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.